Taurus, good morning. How you doing? So just a few changes that are going to be happening with the channel. I'm suffering through a lot of fatigue at the moment. I don't know if it is, Jen, you said you was as well, right? I don't know if it is something to do with what's in the sky, or definitely to do with the diamonds. John, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. I don't know if it's my medication or if it's just something that is kind of going on up in the sky that's making everybody feel tired and fatigued. But I am on this medication and it does actually cause you fatigue, and it says that a lot of the side effects will subside after 12 weeks. Well, I've only just been taking it a week. So I'm making it easy for myself. I'm also going to start changing. So what we're doing around readings are, I'm just going to pick a select few that do really well for YouTube and class it as different than Patreon. So Patreon, I'm going to get your weekly readings done first, okay, for a lot of you, and they'll just be on here, and then some of them you won't see on YouTube. I'm going to class them as something completely different because I put a lot of energy and time into some star signs and they just don't really get anywhere. So I'm going to stick to pick a card, stuff like that, or just stick to like Capricorn, Pisces, maybe Aquarium, Leo, you know, readings that kind of do well. And then all your weekly readings will be here though, okay? So if you're on here and you see me on YouTube saying your weekly reading is already over here and you've seen it, it's more than likely this one, okay? So just a few changes just while I also try to take a break. And I'm also going to be doing, once I've finished you, I've got Aries, and then once I've finished, I'm going to be doing quite a few questions over on the teaching tier, because there's quite a lot of stuff I've got to get through. I've had quite a few questions asking me about tarot, how much, you know, blah, 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 dark energy, dark thoughts, all this sort of stuff, explaining loads of different things. So I've had a load of questions, so I'm also going to be answering those, but that'll be on the gold tier. So if you guys are interested in all the teaching stuff that I want to get finished as well for the end of the month, then you'll need to upgrade to the gold tier, okay? Because that's what I'm going to be doing after Aries, is probably doing a couple of 3 teaching videos. Okay, so let's see. So for Taurus, so your Taurus, Sagittarius, don't forget you can read in numerology of 5s also. Going to be dealing with a Gemini, a Virgo, and a Piscean for a lot of you. Capricorn maybe. But you got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Which can be yourselves if it is Sag, Taurus, okay? But yeah, feeling passionate, feeling loved, feeling wanted. Have I turned the other light out? No. Why is it so bright? So yeah, so feeling loved, feeling wanted, could be a new person at any point. There is nothing saying that you can never not meet a new person. There might be a Piscean for a lot of you. If I say not, you say Pisces. But yeah. So let's see. The reason why I'm also calming down a little bit on YouTube is because a lot of the same stories have been coming out. Same story, same story, same story, same story, okay? So, let's see. Where there's a lot of kings and queens that are all throughout the readings, and it's just been relating to people that are in third-party situations, still going through the divorce, the marriage, the so on and so forth, the separation, and all that kind of stuff, right? So we're going to let the energy settle a little. Before I find a new story and before I go crazy. Let's see. Taurus this week, please. Try and be a tarot card reader where you see the same stories coming out through all the numbers and everything else, and you're kind of like, man. So you could be a single person here, that you could be kind of like dating, going out, kind of feeling good, feeling healthy, okay, looking at your health. I'm also hearing health concern. I don't know what that is. Someone of a health concern. I don't think it's you, or Stern Putji. Pisces, Paula, anybody beginning with P. Peter, I'm also hearing Peter, Pan, Tinkerbell, really. John Williams, Robbie, Robert, Robertson, Williams, Willie, Fogg, William, Bill, also the name. Yeah, but looking more at my health here, because 9 of Pentacles is single, but it's also dating someone that's single, okay? So it's kind of like feeling good, feeling, you know, that you've got some money to afford to be able to do things, blah, 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 feeling really good. So Taurus this week. So Four of Wands, there you go. So you should be in a marriage, should be in a commitment, should definitely be in a relationship. Nice house, nice home, luxury hamper is also what I'm picking up. Like a luxury bath or something like that, or a luxury camper. Camper van, Haley van, but camper van. Something to do with a caravan or something like that. Someone that lives in a caravan or a mobile transportation vehicle or something like that. Like a Carol Ann, or the name Carol or Anne or Annabelle. Carol, Eddie also. But yeah, you should be in a relationship or married. Now, if you're not and you're dating one, it's because this is the person right here. Let's see. Taurus, what's going on with Taurus this week, please? Taurus, you see, why do we always get these energies here that mess it up? Not mess it up, but the High Priestess is keeping secret. Well, it's also someone that isn't divulging into their personal life about their relationship. I mean, it's to do with me, no one else. So it's kind of like I'm not telling everybody about what I've got going on here. So if you're being lied to, okay, if you're being lied to, and you're kind of like, you know, where's my husband, where's my wife, blah, 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 and you know that they're going outside with someone else, they're not divulging in the full amount of truth here, okay? So it's kind of like that, and that's the way it is. They're not telling people about what's going on in their relationship here, okay? Because there's definitely a relationship here, I'm feeling. Taurus, what's going on with Taurus? Please, this week, Taurus. So you got Cancerian, Life Path 7, and you got 2 of Cups. So, yeah, we're also changing the dynamic as well, Taurus. We're going to be going this way instead of, like, loads of cards, because I feel it's just getting too confusing with too many cards. So you've kind of got this 2 of Cups with this person, got 2 and 2. Could be a Libra that has a 2 of Cups with a person that may be already married, blah, blah, blah. Can also be a divorce from the 6 of Cups, which means separation from the person of marriage and relationship. There's a Cancerian Life Path 7 energy caught between a rock and a hard place of a 2 of Cups person here, meaning someone has a connection with the Chariot or a Life Path 7 of a 2 of Cups, or it is the Cancerian or Life Path 7 that has a 2 of Cups with this person here. Okay, that means in a relationship, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Now, if you're like Jen, okay, like if your situation comes out, right, if your situation comes out in tarot cards and you're kind of like, you're not really on that kick anymore, you don't have to watch tarot as if to say, well, I'm over that, but that same story keeps coming out. Okay, you can make your own story with your, like, say if you get a new person, for instance, right? You get someone new that comes into your energy and it's not the same story. Your eyes and what you hear, the story will start to change. With a new person in your life, you'll start to see tarot in a different way. Okay, meaning, okay, I'm watching tarot, and my same story keeps coming out, and it's the person that's married, in a relationship. I'm single, but I'm kind of, you know, I've got a flavour for this person, but they're already taken, and I've kind of got this other person here that I don't want, but I want the one I can't have, and blah, 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 and you're a John Travolta. Okay, that story, when you're not looking for that story and you're not involved karmically with that anymore, your story will automatically change and you will suddenly start to see these cards differently, which means that you can end up meeting a person, you're in a relationship, and the dynamic changes completely where this is the other person. Okay, so like I said, it depends on what story you're stuck karmically doing with a person and how you're seeing it from the perspective of what you're actually doing. Okay, right, so let's see. So Taurus, what's going on with Taurus? Taurus this week, please. Taurus this week. So you got the 5 of Wands in reverse. So for a lot of you, 5 of Wands is a Sagittarian more than a Taurus for me. Sagittarius will start the argument or try to resolve the argument. Taurus would more than likely debate the argument. Okay, so it can keep it going. So 5 of Wands more than likely is, okay, there's a lot of shit on my mind, but I really don't want to start a fight. So I'm going to avoid starting a fight. So I'm not going to raise the subject. I'm just going to keep quiet. Okay. I don't really want to raise the subject. We've spoke about it once. I've kind of let you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to keep going through this anymore. So I'm just going to avoid telling you or avoid the argument here. Because this could be where I've told you a load of things, okay, and they're personal and they're private, and I've told you a load of things, but you've ended up blah, 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 so on and so forth, starting an argument over it, and that's made me realise that I can't tell you stuff here, okay. That actually reminds me of something that I went through of a Libra here. That was it. I went through this with a Libra right back in the day. Just kind of sparked off a memory. So whether this message here lands on anybody or not, I don't know. I was going through a twin flame soulmate situation with a Libra years ago that was a 2 of Cups for me. And she was in a 6 of Cups with someone else, right? Because of the flirtish behaviour and so on and so forth, and the denial of the 2 of Cups, there was a lot of flirtish behaviour and a lot of getting my attention and so on and so forth, right? But when I made it known that I actually liked this person, I had feelings for them, what I got back was, oh, fucking hell, now I can't trust you and talk to you at all now because I know that you have feelings for me. And I can't trust you, I can't talk to you, and I can't, like, talk to you as a friend because I know that you have relationships. And basically you have gone and fucked it all up now by telling me that you have feelings for me. Okay, I got that message back from a Libra years ago when I was going through this same sort of dynamic of a soulmate situation of a 6 and a 2. Okay, and it was a reply of like, we're just friends, that's it, stop, you know. But the trouble is with this energy, there was a lot of flirtatious behaviour coming from the person itself that was trying to get my attention when the attention wasn't given from the relationship of the 6 of Cups. Because he was also cheating. That was what caused a lot of dynamics, you see. She was getting attention from me when he wasn't giving attention from her. So she would come to work and get an ego rubbed and everything else, and oh, you're so good looking and everything else, and blah, 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 and, you know, flirting and having a laugh and a joke. Because I had feelings, that was not really great, okay. She would then take whatever energy I was giving her and making her feel really good. I would come away and feel really drained and fucking tired because I was on a spiritual journey, thinking that there was more in it because we were really interacting and having such a good time that I thought, man, fucking definitely she likes me. Okay. She would then go away and apply all of the energy and all of the time and ego rub that I was giving her and apply all of that energy and all of that into him. They would get on really well, but then all of a sudden he would go outside of the relationship with her and literally go and cheat on her with someone else that he was with, okay? Because he lives just up here and I knew it, right? So he would do that. She would then come back to me, get her ego rub again and feel really good at work, but then go back, give it to him, and he would go and give it to someone else. And this trine went on for fucking ages, where she would come to me, and then she would like tell me that I'm not the person that she's looking for and that I'm already in a relationship and stop flirting with her, even though she was flirting with me. And we went through this denial and trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. And I couldn't get away from her because she would still come back for an ego rub. And then she would go back and give it to him. And then he would give it to the other person. And it created more than a 3, trust me, because it was him and someone else, her and me. And it was like 4 people. Okay, so that just kind of triggered off a situation here of like flirting with someone that has feelings with a person, and then there's a denied energy coming from the 2 of Cups saying, well, you're flirting with me, you're kind of giving me signs that there's more in it than what there is, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, you're just a friend. Okay, I'm like, what do you mean I'm just a friend? I thought that we were more than that. Okay, and then it was like, no, you're just a person here for me while I go off in my relationship, and I'll flirt with you, okay? And that was fucking really difficult for me. Like, that was really difficult for me having this spiritual connection with this person here, okay? Because I was getting myself more and more wound up by the communicating and being at work with the person, and I just couldn't get away. Like, all my friends were saying, man, she keeps looking at you, like, she's always, like, wanting to know what you're doing and, like, you know, talking about you and everything else. Every time I would make an offer, she would deny it and say no and go and give the attention to him. And this just created this spiritual party of this chasing and running and chasing and running, and she would chase him and he would chase the other person, and she would forgive him, and then she would come back to me. But mine was more spiritual. Hers was more of a relationship that went into a dynamic of, no, you're in a relationship, but you're not. Yes, you are. Now you're not. And it was this multiple times that they split up, broke up, split up, broke up, split up, broke up, got back together, split up, broke up, got back together. Every time they split up, she would come to me for like some kind of attention, and then all of a sudden realised that he wanted her back, and then they would go back. And it just kept this fucking thing going, like for ages and ages and ages and ages and ages and ages. And it wouldn't matter. Like it didn't matter. I ended up getting took to another job, and I couldn't communicate with her at all then, but I was still stuck with that Two of Cups. No matter what I did, I was still stuck with that dynamic of a spiritual connection of hope. Libra brings hope. If you get right into this dynamic of these Two of Cups, it brings you hope, thinking that it's going to soon sort itself out and you're going to be the winner of the person. Libra is about win or lose, win or lose, win or lose, because you have to wait for them to make a decision. And sometimes you can get caught right up with a Libra energy of trying to make them make a decision between their partner that isn't going very well, or this person, or the new one. And you can go on and on and on and on and on, thinking and being drawn into that, well, it's the twin flame saga. I know this is my twin. I know that I'm going to be with her in the end, blah, 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 so on and so forth. I just have to keep going. I just have to keep trying and waiting and waiting and waiting. And that day never came. And for a lot of people that are waking up, they don't. They actually don't never come. You see, that's the whole point, is that you're being spiritually triggered by the person. You see, that I was going to do a video on this. I think for Danielle, I said I would do this, about how do you stop another person's insecurities? You don't. Unfortunately, you are cast as a trigger for another adversary, for another avatar. You can't stop their insecurities, okay? You can just do your best of realising that you're a 7, yeah, okay? And you're used as a scapegoat, someone that runs from and comes back to, okay? But there's many alternatives of being a Cancerian or a 7 energy here, okay? Because of the multiple angles of running and chasing and running and chasing, and what degree of whether you're a chaser or a runner, okay? But and then you can become, well, I'm not chasing anybody, you know, Miss Marple. But yeah, I'll do a video on that. But I'm kind of sorry if I'm babbling, Taurus, but I'm picking up that kind of dynamic if that helps you in any way. Okay. So let's see, because you're known as the trigger. You see, I trigger off a lot of people that don't even have connections with me. I do, like friends or people. They get triggered off on here. You know, like they get triggered off by me, and it fucking really annoys them. And it's the life of a 3, which is a sacrifice, and also a 7. It's a trigger. It's the Tower. It's the Chariot. Okay, you're stubborn. You're arrogant. You don't do anything. You take ages to communicate. Your communication skills are whack. You don't never reach out. You don't never do this. You don't never do that. You don't never pay me any attention. You're always going in the direction that you want. You're always taking your life in the direction that you want. You never consider me. You never do things for me. You always do things for yourself or for other people. But why don't you never reach out to me? Why did you just leave me? Why did you see? These people will get all that karmic energy coming towards them when they decide to be a leader. Okay, people will get really pissed off. It will trigger them off here. Okay, so it's a trigger. It's a soulmate trigger. Globally, you know, when we have many soulmates. Let's see, Taurus. You know, it's strange, Taurus, when you see the bigger picture of actual energy and connection itself. You don't even have to have a loving relationship with a person that gets triggered off by your energy. You don't. You can by your words and what you say, but people can get triggered off by you all the time. It's like I just literally read in my comments, someone that's been following me for 2 years, I love you, but I fucking hate your intro. It sucks. Right? Right, now that intro has literally just triggered someone off because of me being funny. They don't have a sense of humour. They get really fucking annoyed with it. There's things I like about you, but there's shit that I really hate about you. You see, I don't even know that person from Adam, but it triggered them off in a very bad way because it made them leave a comment, I love you, but I fucking hate your intro, and I think it sucks. Triggers people off, makes them look at themselves. Let's see. Me, I think it's fucking hilarious because I have a great sense of humour, but some people don't. Let's see. Taurus, what they got coming up this week, Taurus. So there's Harry Potter. Some people are so frigid, Taurus, they can't just have a laugh. But, you know, at least you got Harry there with his swish, swish, whoosh. Passionate, yeah. Flirting. This is like also flirting and teasing. It's like playground teasing, headbutt crunch, and like, you know, the occasional like flirtatious behaviour. Right here. Let's see. Taurus this week. So there you go. You got the Emperor now, just to make things even worse, and then you got the Queen of Cups, just to throw another little fucking key in the bowl. So you've got a stable relationship, you've got a loving relationship, you've got someone that is an entrepreneur, very wise, they have their own business, they have their own house, they're very stable. You've got the Queen of Cups, someone that may not even be speaking to this person at all itself, because the person being in a relationship and a marriage. This is all also the person of Libra, of Justice, that got divorced from the same energy of the same husband or wife that are in this relationship, this dynamic, as well as the other person. So their ex-husband or wife is in this relationship, in this dynamic of reading with the woman that is also present of one of these numbers, because you're going to be getting more kings and queens coming out. There you go, look, even under the deck. Okay, we might as well take that one now. We've seen it, right, Taurus? Is any of your readings changing? You've now got the King and the Queen of Wands, okay? Anything ring a bell, John? I keep picking up John, ringing a bell. Ring my bell, ring my bell. Let's see. Taurus, what's going on with Taurus, please, this week? Oh, fucking hell. See, why? Taurus, why? So you got the King and the Queen of Cups, the King and the Queen of Wands, the Emperor, and the High Priestess and the Chariot. Do you want to read it? You know, there's a couple here, 100%. But again, there's a married couple. There's that woman and person in here. There's the new person that's already with someone in here also. You know. Let's see. You see, these are down to opportunities, you see. If you're too slow off the mark taking an opportunity, sometimes some people are like, what? I'll take that. And Spirit swaps it around on you. At any point, your reading can be anybody, okay? You can have an opportunity and not want it and not talk about it and, like, take fucking ages in taking an opportunity to speak up. And then when you actually do speak up, you realise, fuck, it's too late. Someone else has took this opportunity. Okay? So it's about action. Because if you don't take it, someone does. Okay? So you get these, where these can become anybody at any point. You see? Opportunity takers. It arisen, and I took it. Because it's chance and risk, you see. It felt right at the time. I took it. There you go. See what happens. If it goes bad, never mind. You know, risk taking. That's how you learn spiritually, and that's how you also get blamed spiritually as well. You know. Taurus this week. So 10 of Swords, 6 of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse, divorced couple, a mother. Taurus this week. 9 of Swords. The mother's always stressed here. Taurus this week. Judgment, Libra. Libra again. So you got a conclusion coming towards the end of the week here, Taurus, or Sagittarius or life path 5 energies. Because you've got so many kings and queens of stuff going on here, but I think this is a court appearance here. Judgment and justice is 100% a closure, 100%. Either it is or it isn't here. But that's 2 cards that represent court and the coming of what is, the new beginning. So what's the King of Wands for? What's the King of Wands? King of Wands is an opportunist, and I think they've took it here. They've took this opportunity with this person. There's work and money opportunities out there at any point. What's the to make things grow? What's this 9 of Pentacles? It's offered towards a single person. 9 of Pentacles is this Queen of Wands here. She's eyeing up this water sign here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Queen here is not single anymore. She's looking at a knot, which is a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Piscean. He or she, doesn't matter, can be 2 she's or 2 he's. What's this 4 of Wands? 4 of Wands is a 7 of Swords, really. Cancerian, life path 7. Leaving a husband or a wife. Going from one energy to another energy. Well, leaving people behind that don't even speak up, that's for sure. If you're not going to say anything, you're not going to divulge into your feelings and emotions. I'm just leaving this energy here. The 2. That's the chasing and the running. You've got someone that's being triggered also here. Triggered, completely triggered. 7 of Swords by a 7. Yeah, because they're honest. They're actually telling the truth. This person's telling the truth. This person may not believe them here. There may be someone that questions their reality. 7, you see, is also a 7 of Cups. People that question people's reality. Start making them feel that they're lying or they're not telling the truth, or, you know, or I don't feel you're telling me the truth. I don't feel like you've told me everything. And they'll constantly question this person. They could, well, the card said that they're actually telling the truth. Straight up, no chaser. I'm not, or I am. It depends on whether they are or whether they're not. What's the High Priestess for? High Priestess is still this too. They're not making the decision. So I think someone's making the decision for this person just to leave a person that just doesn't ever make one. What's this 2 of Wands? 2 of Wands is a Star. There's a hopeful energy, but 2s can be very annoying here because it can be a yes or a no. Yes 1 minute, no the next. Kind of, maybe, sort of, don't know. But again, it's this discussion that someone has that's honest. The Star is an honest card, meaning, can I be honest? Yeah, if I can be frank. You know, the Chariot is a Leo or an Aquarian here, or a life path 8. Something to do with distance in the world of a Piscean. Dating someone, travelling, seeing them, or they live together. What's the 2 of Cups? 2 of Cups is a Page of Cups. Someone could be talking to a friend. They could have a 2 of Cups that is a friend, but nothing more than just a friend here. What is the 5 of Wands? 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is the King of Cups. Someone's fighting over water signs here. They're fighting for or over a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Might be because they're at a distance, maybe, I don't know. What's the Ace of Wands? Ace of Wands is the 3 of Swords. Someone gets hurt. There's a 3 energy right up in here to do with water signs, because you got Cancer there as well, and you got Pisces there as well, and then you got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces there, and then also a 3 energy there. The Emperor. What's the Emperor here? The Emperor and the Empress, just to make it even worse. The counterpart, the people that are together. The Emperor and the Empress have strategically moved themselves around the board and have actually landed on top of one another itself completely, clarified by. That's a couple. They're actually together here. It's kind of like union. That's why this 3 comes into play. This person's made a decision and they're with this person here. or it's one individual, complete individuul. Mastered the elements. What's the Queen of Cups? 8. Leo and Aquarian. Talking. Feeling good. Man, there's more queens here. What's this Queen of Wands? Morse. Dr. Moore. I keep hearing Dr. Moore. Or Dr. Morse. Morse code? Codeine? Codeine linked to like a hospital? Doctor? Codeine. There's a hospital nurse here. Something to do around medication or hospital. Codeine. Morphine. Codeine. Drugs. You know. Mood suppressants or something. Antidepressants. What's the King of Cups? King of Cups. The Page of Wands. Some people are keeping quiet about something that they've got going on here. What's the Ten of Swords? Ten of Swords is a Virgo energy. Trying to find out more information. What's the Hermit? Yeah, but it's stressing them out because they can't find it. But they don't, you see. What's the Six of... is a relationship. 2 sixes. Someone's in a relationship. Queen of Swords. 10 of Cups. Yeah, relationship. There's just a narcissistic mother around somewhere. What's the 9? Yeah, there's a very controlling family environment of a mother energy here. Here, Queen of Swords in reverse is a very controlling environment for someone to live in. Or stepmother or mother. What's the Judgment for? Judgment. Judgment is a 6 of Swords. Moving on, moving out, moving away towards a Libra. What's Justice? Very slow outcome. The Tower, spiritual karmic. What? Oh God, you've got 3 7s all in one go with the Sun. There is something going on around someone's children here, around their kids. The Knight of Pentacles is someone's children. But then all of a sudden, after that, you get 3 7s. The Tower, the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Wands, Pentacles, all back to back with the Sun. It's family. Something to do with family. The conclusion of waiting, but metaphysical. This is 100% waiting on a... See, some of you still end up, at the end of whatever comes of this, you still end up this week waiting on a metaphysical connection, which means it keeps you hope. Hope is dangerous. Libra is hope. It's the last thing that ever came out of Pandora's box. It's what fucked everything up. It makes us have hope that one day something is going to turn out when it might not do. When you're in spiritual karmic land, you believe your twin is your twin and that you will continue to do that for as long as it takes until you're with them. So spiritual people out on YouTube land started to educate people in different ways and different stuff, saying that the karmic bitch is with your husband or with your wife and you're supposed to keep waiting because you only have one twin flame, when you don't. You have loads. You have karmic energies, you have soulmates, karma, you have loads of chrysalises, people to go through, whether you're with them or whether you're not, a spiritual attachment that makes you believe that that is the person that you're supposed to be with. And twin flames, they bring heat, prosperity, karmic energy, love, like really feeling like it's going somewhere and then it isn't going anywhere. And then you've got soulmates and they're all bundled into one pile and it gets very confusing of what the true meaning actually is and so on and so forth. And you get mixed up believing that it's going to be the person and you can wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for them. And at the end of the day, it's not until your spiritual journey with that person is over that you naturally drift apart. Okay. So, very difficult outcome. I don't know what your outcome is, Taurus, because really you've got to be with the person to know that it's them. Okay. But someone is also definitely being triggered and mirrored off by the person's insecurities here. Okay? Okay, guys, thanks very much. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.